Cubase here, real quick. Checking that my licenses are valid. Open up my VST mixers, content, libraries. Alright, so for the sake of demonstration, I'm going to create a new blank sheet, basically. Select my add inputs, which is my tracks, and I want 2 instances of my piano, which right now I think is all I'm going to use, except for, I missed my part. All my instruments exist on this little SSD drive. I'm sure that's put in, that's helpful. In case you want to actually use your instruments. Okay. For some reason, it doesn't want to do that. So I have another alternative. What I can do is I can open up a contact instance, which is a VST player through which my virtual instruments are rendered. And have a piano in there. It's actually a decent one. No, go on, tell me a picture of your brother-in-law and how he lost the tackle while fishing. So fascinating. This is the part where the people logging out of my computer and being also sharing my computer has been a bit of a problem. It adds to the lag. It's wasting my CPU cycles. I'm told that as many as 17 people have access to this system, so I don't know however many could be logged into it right now. Is it a remote desktop? Yeah, it sucks. Well, I'm gonna do it. Probably quicker to just do it this way. A lot of my days spent in this. Restarting Cubase. Because for whatever reason, they decided to shut it down just to piss me off, or it's just the GPU gets overloaded and the graphics processing unit just goes. No, I'm not gonna do that. Too much. I can't go on. I can't go on. So that should work this time. All right. I'm going to do a demonstration of Big Sky Country. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. It's a song that was designed for a piano solo. And I'll probably do Pride and Joy. A little outro, alright? Oh, before I begin, if you hear any squeaking, it's probably my sustain pedal underneath here. What's the sustain pedal? It's got a noisy spring in it, but don't worry about it. Some feedback here. I think that somebody wants to see the recording of this. Apparently this isn't enough. So I'll probably still deny that it's happening anyway, but I'll just for the sake of argument. I am so sorry, my ass is falling off my seat. It's falling off my seat and I was not comfortable. But anyway, there's that. Been worse. Well, so that is video test, big sky, big sky, video test. September 2024. Now, so I'm gonna move this over here so that you can see what it actually looks like. What my screen typically looks like before things get into the editing process, which is rather quite tedious, but this is what is called the key editor. I'm driving down the menu here. The editors have a selection of them. I have my key editor, my drum editor, my score editor. The score editor is what you probably want to be looking at. So this is the literal translation, note for note, as best as Cubase can translate it, onto the staff. And of course, you see I have a treble clef here. So I go to my scores and my settings, and I'll select a split on that. And when it does, it breaks it up at a middle C between bass clef and treble clef, and it does a pretty good job, you know, roughing that out for right hand and left hand. But this does require some finessing and massaging and fine tuning and you know, the editing. Some quantizing, of course, is necessary to get things right on the beat. And it's pretty straightforward at this point because this is all on a grid. And these grids here are broken down into either further smaller grids, and each grid space is representative of a certain beat or fraction of a beat. And at that point, you can then determine what note you want to be played, how loudly you want it to be played, and at what velocity, how much expression you want with it, whether you want to take it to dinner, whether you want to hold hands, whether you actually want to like leave the seat up, that sort of stuff. You get to decide all of that in the key editor, and the score editor is the final product where you do all the dynamic markings, you put your four stages, you put your piano symbols, and your markings like crescendo, decrescendo, etc. All that stuff that goes in the engraving part. And then I would export this into something called Sibelius, which is exclusively for scoring, and then I would do like a really nice final draft of that. And then I shoot it to Gary, and Gary says, "Oh, look at that pretty," and I'll go, and then hopefully it gets published. So that being said, I'm tired, I'm sweaty, I really need to take a shower. So that's what I'm going to do. Cogito ergo sum. I think the 4 a.m. And thank you for remembering to separate your recitables.